was really pushing today.
Really?
Yeah, we had some trail magic, and she was.
I heard about your trail magic. That's awesome.
It was great.
Eggs and pain.
It's beginning of day 10 out here on the AT. I think I have my numbering scheme correct now. It is actually day 10 compared to some of the previous videos where my number is a little bit off. But yesterday was a really good day. Got out of Franklin, got a hitch out of Franklin and back to the trail. And I was able to meet up with Pockets and Sunshine and couple of new members to our group, Miles and Sleeping Bear. Met up with them. Finally caught up with Rabbit too, so I finally got to meet her. And Six Slash is a little bit further behind. He had to make a run into Franklin real quick, but he was back on trail by the afternoon. We were all gonna stay at the shelter last night, the way out bald shelter, but it was pretty crowded, so I moved on to the Cold Creek shelter. And started off this morning. It's about, I don't know, 8 o'clock or so. Should hit the NOC this afternoon and be able to get some good lunch and keep moving from there. And so far it's a beautiful day again. Cloudless sky. Yesterday was beautiful too. It's pretty warm though, so that makes the afternoon hiking a little bit tough because it's hot. It's mid-morning, day 11. I just climbed out of Simp Gap, and I'm at the top on the ridgeline here, taking a little break. Got myself some Smarties that I'm gonna eat, and some Coke that I smoked on the NOC yesterday. I'll just recap yesterday. Yesterday was hard. It was a bad day. Probably the first day and stuff that I questioned whether I could make it through this whole thing. I was spent all morning climbing down off the ridgeline and then down to the NOC, and then spent the rest of the afternoon climbing back out to the top of the ridgeline back to the shelter again. I did get down to the NOC, did have a big lunch. I think you probably saw earlier and stuff, big open-faced chili burger with onion rings and Coke and what else. And that tasted really good. Probably was not the best choice to make before climbing back out. Had another about 4 hours of hiking after that. Wasn't feeling so good, kind of sat like a rock. Had a runny nose all day yesterday. Don't know why. I'm not particularly allergic to anything. Water sources are not scarce, but they're further and farther between sources. They're not like quite in Georgia where they're around every other bend. So you have to kind of really watch your water. It was a rough day. So I had a really light dinner. I didn't really cook anything. Just had an instant meal, and kind of went to bed early. It was hot last night. was hot all day yesterday. It was just a miserable kind of day. But today's a little bit better. The sun's still out. It's going to be another gorgeous day, it looks like. It's supposed to be rain tomorrow. I can possibly hit Fontana Dam today, if I'm lucky. I'm actually supposed to meet my best friend and stuff on Fontana on Saturday, but I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, it looks like. So I might actually meet him on Klingman's Dome instead and actually enter the Smokies. But we'll see. Hopefully the rest of this day is good. I'm at the Fontana Village Lodge now. Hiked about 23 or so miles, including the 1.5 2 miles to get up to the lodge here. Not a long day, but I did make it to Fontana. I have not actually crossed the dam yet. I'll actually do that tomorrow, and then get my permit for the Smokies, and then actually continue on to the shelter. The Smokies are a little unusual in comparison to the rest of the AT, in that you have to stay at the shelters. Thru hikers kind of get a raw deal on the whole deal. I mean, all things considered. Section hikers and weekenders and that kind of thing, they have to make reservations for the shelters. So if a thru hiker comes through, and then there's all these people with all these reservations, the thru hikers actually have to then tent, which I actually prefer, so I'm not going to be upset about giving up my space, but it's kind of weird rules that they have throughout the Smokies. So my intent is to actually kind of blaze through the Smokies as fast as I can. Shouldn't take me any more than about 4 days maybe to get through. I am going to meet my best friend over at Klingman's Dome and stuff. He's going to bring me some stuff that is either broken or has fallen apart in the last 10 or 11 days. And do that, and then continue to the Smokies, and then I'll eventually take a whole zero where I won't hike any miles. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, which is good. I have some time I have to make up, so to have gotten this far ahead already and stuff is pretty good. I did meet a couple other thru hikers and stuff as I was coming down through to the gap, or to the dam here, and they're on about the same schedule that I am too, so I might have switched groups a little bit, but we'll see. Tomorrow should be a good day though, so I'm looking forward to it.